Well, greetings everyone. As you might be able to guess from the backdrop, I am not at Olcott in Wheaton, Illinois at the moment, but I am in Adyar in Chennai, India. Most of the time since the beginning of October I've been here. Now it's January, I'm winding down my time here. Got a brief break to come back to the U.S. for Thanksgiving, celebrate with family, and also a chance to spend some time with the group in New York. You've seen some shots of that from my previous video. But this time I'm here, and I had to come back because we have the convention, the annual convention, which takes place every year right around Christmas time. In fact, for the members of our General Council, it has taken place at Christmas time. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. But a lot of preparations have to go into the convention. Probably people who attend only the convention when they come to Adyar really don't have much of an idea about how much goes into preparing for that. It's about 1,200 people that come this year from 31 different countries for this 1 week get-together. So it's something that takes an awful lot, and there are a lot of people that are involved. Get a chance to show you some of those things in the video coming up. We had our General Council meeting, which, as I say, every year for the past 128 years, it has been a tradition to hold it on Christmas Day. Next year we will have a new tradition, which will be to not hold it on Christmas Day. The date for the council meeting has been changed, and it's been moved ahead so that anybody who wants to spend time with family over Christmas will be able to have that option to do so. So a new tradition begins in 2015. Also, after the General Council meeting ended, I had asked many of our council members and then some others with TOS and other active theosophists to stick around for a couple of days to have a strategic planning meeting. So that's something that we did. It took place over 2 days. So we met morning until evening to try and do some thinking toward the international society, and really wanted to think in terms of what it is we could see the society looking like in 7 years, 20 years, even in 50 years from now, and try and think of it in all the different terms that we can actually apply to that. So it was a very, very good meeting. We have some extremely committed and active members within our Theosophical Society on our General Council as well. So it was something that a lot of good thinking and a lot of good ideas. Certain things that are going to be actionable are the sorts of things that we have put into place, and they're things that are going to obviously have to be developed over time. But at least at this point, things are in motion, and we're thinking along these lines. So that's something that's good. Get a chance to show you some photos of all of that. But it's a wonderful time. The convention itself had a very pronounced sort of feeling about it. And I think everyone is aware that the Theosophical Society is alive and we are moving. So that's something that has been communicated to all. So I look forward to good things. So take a look at the video. Try and take you through, introduce you to some of the people and the places and some of the activities that are going on. Everybody obviously can't make it to this event, although this year we did try to make it as widely available as possible by live streaming. This is the first time we've done that, and so it will be the standard from here on. So anybody who wanted to tune in live on any of the programs that were given at the Adyar Theater had the opportunity. And currently they're posted on our YouTube channel. So I'll give you the address for that later on in the video. So take a look. Hope you enjoy. Let me know your thoughts. So the month began in Wheaton with Christmas tree trimming and Christmas party, which we had a little bit early. Always a pleasure. The Prairie School kids came and sang a little song, and everybody dressed up in all of their Christmas finery. Our Master of Ceremonies was the inimitable David Bruce. Here I'm shown with Pat Barker and her 100-year-old mother. As always, Santa Claus made an appearance and lightened the spirits of everyone, particularly the little children, who tend to take center stage at all of these occasions. grown-ups have no competition for the interest that's shown to these pretty little kids. From there, it was off to the airport and then on to Adyar for the preparations for the International Convention, the 139th International Convention. Adyar, as many of you who have been here know that it's a beautiful place, 250 acres, right on the Bay of Bengal and the Adyar River. Beautiful buildings, renowned banyan tree. So it's just an awful lot of things that are here that from time to time, every year at this time, people come and take part in. This year, as every year, we hang the flags in the hall, and it's 70 different countries that are represented each year. Each time we have the convention, we have to set up temporary structures for the inquiry office, for the food. Here they are. Without a ladder, you make do. But a lot of preparation in terms of painting, structural preparation for the Adyar Theater, bamboo poles. It used to be thatched roofs, but that's changed now. But all of this has to go up so they can accommodate the 1,000+ people that will be sitting in the auditorium. New tradition that began, I got a little Christmas tree and brought it over to LBC, Leadbeater Chambers, for the dining hall, and the dining hall staff and all of the people who were there on December 20th got together and we had a little Christmas tree trimming party. It's a lot of fun for everybody. After it was all over, we sang some carols, Norwegian, English, Swedish, French, and I think we even had some Tamil thrown in. So it was one of the most unusual Christmas caroling that I have experienced. So various places around the campus, we made a point to actually highlight some of the Western style of Christmas joy. So then it was the Christmas Day, as it has been for the last 128 years, we had our General Council meeting. So General Council members from 19 different countries were there. And then opening day. It starts off in the morning, and there's a morning program, and then up until the afternoon at 5 o'clock there's nothing. So we opened it up. It was live streamed worldwide. We got a lot of good reports from that. And then at 3 o'clock there's an open air reception. And really for me it was a little like a coming out party because so many people from the Indian section were just meeting me for the first time. They had, many of them we had met in previous conventions, but this time I was meeting them as the president. So I have to say I have never said so many namastes or shaken so many hands. This is with Professor Krishna. But it was a wonderful time. Tea and savories and sweets. Got a chance for people to meet from all around the world. So we had representatives this year from 31 countries, which was a very, very good number. One of the things that we did do this year that is different from any past year is that we did live stream the whole thing. So all of the videos are available at the website that shows right here at the bottom of the screen. So every program in the Adyar Theater, every talk, every symposium, even the question and answers. This is the shot from a computer in Argentina. So, as you see, the folks were there. It was a time to meet many for the first time, to talk and also get a feeling for what was new. Here I am at the Indian convention, which takes place simultaneously with ours. We had many fine speakers this year. From England, we had Colin Price. We had Michael Gomes was one of our featured speakers. He came from New York, great historian of the Theosophical tradition. Angeles Tora Boron, Manju Sundaram spoke. We had a TOS evening, which Nancy Sechrist, the new international secretary, chaired that, with Deepa Padi and with Usha Shah from Kenya. Marcos de Resende, our general secretary from Brazil, also spoke. And as I said, there were question and answers and various sorts of symposiums that took place where people took on the topic, which was theosophy in a changing world. Kim Dew of the European Federation spoke, and then we also had our science and theosophy talk from Jacques Manik, who is heading up our our Theosophical Science group, Theosophy and Science group. One of the things that occurs year after year, because in India there are multiple different languages, English only being one of them, after these sessions, different groups from different parts of India would get together and would have it summarized in whatever the local language might be. So we had evening programs, which consisted of 3 evenings of entertainment. 2 of them were dance-related, with a wonderful troupe and a solo dancer. And the other one was music. Beautiful Carnatic style of music, which got this particularly up into an ecstatic reverie. As much as the convention is a time for theosophical talks and theosophical lectures, it's as much a time for meeting and talking, renewing old friendships, and creating new ones. Young and old, there were represented at our conference, but many occasions just to connect with other theosophists from around the world and to get a sense of what's going on where they are. And many of the people that you see, you only see this one time of year. So it's often a very good time to renew contacts that have been made in the past. As with any theosophical meeting, food is always a big part. This year we also had an internet cafe. Although it was outdoors, you found people gathering there to get together and to check their email. We had renovated the Leadbeater Chambers dining hall, and in addition to that, the staff there took great pride in beautifying it. So tablecloths, flowers. It really was a very comfortable, very nice setting. And then we closed. People gathered on the stage. Again, we had the closing prayers, which were said from the various religions of the world. Each one delivering a prayer from their particular faith or their particular region. All of this was followed after the convention closed and the prayers were said and our final closing was done. It was followed by a youth group meeting. So about 10 or 12 young people got together, had a meeting which was shared by some of the older ones, but then they got together on their own to just kind of talk about the things that are meaningful to them. It was a good group. India, Australia, Spain, all were represented. Lively group. So we welcome the year 2015. And as is the custom, there's a bonfire that's held, and 40 or 50 people were out singing and dancing that night. January 1st, January 2nd, we began a strategic planning meeting which involved 26 theosophical leaders from around the world, General Council members as well as others from TOS, Camp Indralaya, the science group. So it was really an intensive 2 days during which we developed some ideas which probably we'll be seeing a lot more of as time goes forward. So I close with a lovely scene from Adyar.
Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat. Om Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yonah Prachodayat.